Anybody out there? Anybody here? Boom, here we are. Hello, everybody. How's it going? To those that are in the chat. How is it popping? How's it going? Also, I accidentally put on my Twitch that I'm playing Mario Kart, but I am not doing that. How's everybody going? Is my shit working at all? Okay, for some reason I can't look at my own stream on Twitch, which is a problem. Anyway. Oh, am I muted? No, I'm not. Okay, good. Cool. Hi, everybody. How's your weekend going? Hope it's going well. I'll play some music while we're just kind of chilling. We are here. Chilling, vibing. What's the song again I wanted to put on? Here it is. Mickey Mouse talk? Absolutely. Yeah, it's time for it's time to talk about Mickey Mouse, yeah. Even as a Mickey Mouse trophy. Yeah, we're here to I think music. Whoa. Is the levels fine? Is the music too much? I'll turn off the music in a second. I'm just doing it to kind of give me the mood, give me the vibe. Was the game at a reasonable time today? Absolutely not. I did not watch it. I did not watch much of EWC because it was at a terrible time for me. So, yeah. Haven't been watching because every game's at like 3 a.m. Yeah. The start times for me have been either it starts at 2 a.m. or it starts at like 4. So it's like I cannot do that. But welcome everybody. Glad to see some people in the chat. How's the audio? Is the audio good? Audio seems fine. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Welcome everybody. When I wake up for work, it was on, so I'd watch it while getting ready for it. Yeah, it's like I would sometimes like occasionally just like I would occasionally like just be up that late, then I'll just watch like the start of matches, but it's like I've been audio thumbs up based. Hell yeah. But yeah, the issue. Damn, is my shit really just not working? Okay, Twitch. My Twitch just doesn't seem to be working with the restream, which is what I'm using to multi-stream. But that's fine, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, no, we're here to talk about something. So yeah, I didn't watch much of Esports World Cup because it was at a terrible time for me. And you know, Heretics finally won, so the year of the chokers narrative continues. Every single tournament in Valorant this year, whether VCT or not, has been won by a team that seems to choke when it matters the most. So that seems to be kind of sick. Yeah, why is my shit not working? Whatever. Which is, you know, that's good. That's honestly good to see. Obviously, I would have rather had seen. I would have rather had seen Heretics win, like champs or something as their first. But you know, they get something. The way that I think of Esports World Cup, obviously there is, everybody has a different opinion about it. I'm not gonna get into why the tournament is like controversial or whatever. It's either you boycott it because you don't like the whole surrounding thing, or you're fine with it and you're watching it. I'm not gonna get into any of that. It's the way that I see it is the way that I see off-season tournaments. It's like it's a different tournament that has like a lot of top teams, but it has a much different format from what we see in the regular VCT. And it's like it's not during. I mean, it's technically during the VCT season, but it's not like interrupting it or anything. So I just see it as just like a third party off season type tournament. So Heretics winning, in my mind, it's like them winning like Soup, like if they win like Soup League, like that whole off season tournament that happens in Korea every year. But still happy for Heretics. I still find it good that that they were able to finally win one. Gen.G finally gets a trophy. He's been working hard in esports for a while. So yeah, need TH to win champs. I'd rather G2 personally, but that would be cool. But yeah, how's everybody doing? We got some people in the chat, which is nice. How's everybody's weekend going? And yeah, so what the plan is today is we're just gonna kind of talk about EWC. We're also gonna kind of go over some new stuff, and maybe we'll play ranked. Maybe we won't. I'm not good at Valorant. I just am good at yapping about it, and even then, I'm not the best. But but yeah, that's kind of the plan for today. I just kind of wanted to do stream, and I don't know if I want to make a video about EWC, just because I didn't really get to watch much of the tournament. So I figured I'll do a little live stream. We'll talk about it for a bit. Maybe I'll edit it into something. But yeah. Anyways. I think, how's this? Cool. So, yeah, we're just here on VLR. You got some tabs up here that we're going to talk about. Let's start with just some roster move news. So Penny, this one's kind of old news, but some of the news that we'll get to later is like a bit more recent, I guess. Penny is going to Apeks, so very happy for him that he finally gets a contract with a tier 1 team. Aside from just being like a sub for Liquid, I thought he was going to stay on Liquid. I was thinking like that seems like a pretty good fit. They're trying something new with him. But, let's go. Made my EWC playoff pick'ems as a joke and got 7 out of 8 correct. Dude, you're lucky, man. That's some good stuff. I think it's funny because I got kind of like dunked on for my Toronto pick'ems, but my Toronto pick'ems actually ended up being, for like playoffs, it's like the opening matches like PRX beat G2, which I didn't predict. I think I had PaperX going out early, which is fair. Like, you don't want me, like, at the time, it's like you don't want me to pick PaperX to go far in a tournament, because every time they do is bad. Penny earned it. He was good. He was good. Only got third place wrong. Yeah, the whole format of like having like the kind of, I guess, bronze medal game, even though they're not doing medals, is kind of cringe. But to have the format work and have it fit within the season, that's kind of how it had to go. Also, just want to show you guys this. I put my sticker on my water bottle, so now I'm walking around with this shit. Always represent. But yeah, anyways, Penny's on Apeks now. Apeks is certainly a team. I love how Governor and Flareson are still on the VLR pages, even though they are definitely not going back to those teams. But this roster is, I mean, it's something. They only have 2 members. I guess was Hype. Hype did play for them, but then he went out, and then Governor came in, I believe. But yeah, they only have 2 active members of the Ascension winning team. So they just kind of keep getting hit. They have just like player after player, roster after roster. Just like nothing seems to really work for this team. I don't really understand it. But they have Penny now, so that kind of replaces the fluorescent-sized hole that they have. So one of the rosters all time. Yep, they are certainly one of the teams in the VCT. They're certainly one of them. Yeah, but hey, happy for Penny. He's been around the block a bit. Yeah, he was on V1, so he's certainly been around since 2021. So it's nice to see some of those players kind of being able to get a chance. He was also on the old G2, December 2022. Interesting. Yeah, and then he was on YFP, and then YFP was kind of like an interesting roster. I remember seeing them at the Red Bull Homeground Seattle qualifier. I was there. And they actually like impressed me with how well they played, but they completely choked against Sentinels. And then yeah, he was from May to July. Not, I mean, I guess kind of. But yeah, Penny, decent duelist player. I don't think he's gonna make this team like go crazy or anything, because they have quite the uphill battle. To be able to not... Here's the thing. So their competition, and I will be making a video about the Ascension teams. Their competition of Gentlemates, like, there's a chance that both EMEA teams, both EMEA Ascension teams, get knocked out and, like, don't even, like, make it to the Ascension tournament. Just get kicked out. Because you have to at least make playoffs, and... I mean, both these teams have a shot, but I don't think it's going to happen. Honestly, I think like what looks to be the top four of this, even though this is just like a random assortment, this kind of looks like how this top four is going to be in this group. Because like KC, I guess, are maybe good now because they did well at EWC. Sure. Na'Vi is probably not... isn't going to be very good, but they'll be good enough to make playoffs. Like, there's no way they're going to be worse than Coin Apeks, right? Right? I say that, and it's like, probably not. But yeah, but the Gentlemates, they don't really have a shot either. Like, I can't see Vitality being as bad as they were in Stage 1, but they still made playoffs in Stage 1, so that's something. Who do you guys think out of EMEA is going to kind of... Like, do you guys think Apeks or Gentlemates really have a shot? I know Gentlemates, God, this roster. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I see either of these teams really making much of an impact. They just keep trying things. I know Kamek came in and was kind of good, and Mini's kind of sick. Maybe come back because, he's Turkish. But I don't know. I don't see... I see a very real possibility of just both EMEA Essential teams just getting knocked out. At this point, Apeks honestly might look like, on paper, the better roster, but I don't know if it's really going to move the needle, adding Penny. I think it could, in theory, be enough, but I think you're hoping for... Because Liquid now look pretty solid, and Fnatic, they've just went to back-to-back grand finals. They should be good enough to make playoffs. But so they're gonna probably have to knock out. I wouldn't worry about Koi. I'm not even gonna consider that as a possibility. But they're gonna have to either knock out Na'Vi or KC. I think they have the better chance of knocking out Na'Vi, but I think KC's really gonna make a push for Paris. I think they should be able to defend their spot regardless of making playoffs. Yeah, but if they don't make playoffs, then they just get kicked out and they don't get to compete in Ascension. If you make playoffs and then lose anyway, then you get to compete in the Ascension tournament. So if they don't win here, they're screwed. So they have to have at least a decent Stage 1. But yeah, I do overall like the addition of Penny. He's Canadian, I'm Canadian. So shout out my Canadian brothers. Love to see them doing well in Valorant. So glad that he got the opportunity. So that's good. Moving on, Crew has a kind of an interesting thing going on here. So Adverso has left. This was, it says a day ago, but I think that was just the official announcement. This was known for a few days, I think, at least a week. Because I think did Plat Chat talk about this? I don't know. Maybe I'm smoking something. I don't know. But yeah, Crew loses their IGL. So the IGL carousel continues with Crew. But the good news is they always make it to champs. And the guy that they got, uh, Dante Deus, because the 5 is meant to be an S. I don't know, man. I get shit for like how I pronounce gamer tags when I talk about the VCT. Like what? There's just some of them that I'm just like, are you really gonna get mad at me for like not knowing how to say some weird fucking bullshit? I don't know. But yeah, I think as an addition, in terms of just pure firepower, this seems to be a good one. The problem is, as I said, they are losing their IGL. Who's gonna IGL now? Crew's problem, at least what I saw of them last year, was that they didn't have like a committed set IGL, and it really shot them in the foot. At least like, I guess like later in the year, because they did just do this saucy tournament. So they lost to Lev. Lev actually have an interesting roster now, honestly. But yeah, like in 2024, it's like it was Melzer, it was fucking, who else was their IGL? I think Kesnet was like IGL at one point, which is dumb. Yeah, it was like Melzer, and then MTA came out pretty early. Who was IGL for them again? I know it wasn't Heat. Oh yeah, it was Klaus. That's what I'm thinking of. So now they lose their IGL, who I think did a pretty good job. I know Crew fell short, but I thought that the Crew roster that we saw in stage 1 was like one of the best they've ever had. Not their best performing, but I think overall, just from the eye test, I was like looking at them. I'm like, okay, this is actually like a decent roster. There's some good things here, and then they just got like some bad matchups for playoffs. Is kind of how I saw it. At least they lost to EG, who I guess just kind of had their number, so that's unfortunate. But you know, you live and learn. But yeah, Dante, because like as you can read here, it's like the duelist main. They already have a duelist. And Kesnet, he's played Flex before, and the article does mention that. I do not like Kesnet on Flex. I hate it. I hate seeing him on like Omen. I don't know, man. Like I think it's like, I guess they're gonna go back to Melzer as IGL, but like is that really gonna, like he was good for them at points last year as their IGL, but I don't know. I think losing your IGL, then bringing in a duelist player who can be really good, absolutely. But I think just as a roster construction move, I don't know. Thoughts from the chat? Do you guys think Dante is going to come in and really help? See, like the thing is, Crew is probably going to make champs anyway, because they just always do it for some reason. In fact, if we take a quick look. Who's their main competition? Okay, this group they should at minimum make playoffs. Like this group is dog. Energy showed some good stuff at EWC. Seems like Scuba's a good addition. 100 Thieves. Anybody big on 100 Thieves in the chat? I don't think so. I'm not a huge 100 Thieves fan. I think Boostio is looking at the retirement home right now. But MIBR, I mean, they had the issues in Toronto, but it's like they should still bounce back. That's just like OSPOS teams. OSPOS teams always do bad in the second one. I did hear like there were obviously like rumors and stuff after Toronto that like they were maybe gonna make a roster change. But they haven't yet, and if they were going to, they probably would have, right? So I don't see them making any changes. But Verno fighting against Energy in the same group for that spot, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, Crew should be able to at least get like top 2 in this group. They don't have to face against EG, which is good for them. God, this group is, man. See, like the thing is, like G2's in this group, and they are clearly the best of this group, but they don't even need to try because G2's already a champ, so they can just kind of experiment and whatnot. And also, Leaf might be out. We'll see how long he's out for, but he is sick, which is unfortunate. I feel like he should be able to play. He just wasn't able to travel, so I'm like, hopefully that's just something that it would be a shame if Leaf is like out for like most of the year. But yeah, I don't know. Crew just always seem to have champs locked up. So, anyways, back to some EMEA news. Trexx is back, baby, and he's on Team Liquid now. I think this is a fantastic move from Liquid. Liquid are a team that has really shocked me this year and has really impressed me because they've made it to both internationals after being a roster on paper that didn't look great. It didn't look bad, but it's like Nats obviously great, fantastic. Kiko has just come out of nowhere to be one of the top performers in all of EMEA, like consistently. Had crazy numbers at kickoff. Didn't maintain them, but still maintained like really good numbers. Panatek, obviously, maybe a bit. I think in some people's mind, maybe a bit overrated because of his performance at Shanghai last year. But still, like a pretty solid like piece on a roster. So I do like him overall. But now we have Trexx in for Serial. Serial just kind of, I guess, Serial was good, not great. You know, he was a good piece. Cheap. No, that is a bot comment. But yeah, Trexx coming in. So obviously there's the whole, concerns about character. The character issues. Him having some problems on Vitality. They couldn't fix them. He gets kicked off the team. He makes a tweet after Vitality gets out of playoffs, and then that causes Durka to get triggered, which Durka probably shouldn't have reacted in the way that he did, but I can understand the crash out there. But I think now this roster just looks so much better with Trexx on it. Like, this team could contend for top spot in their group, but I think either way, like this team's going to be quite dangerous. Do you guys think that like Team Liquid can like maybe be a dark horse, like maybe win champs? Because now EMA has EWC, but they haven't had a VCT tournament in quite some time. Because yeah, as we were looking at earlier, it's like out of their group, like they basically have at least top 2 locked up, but nothing is guaranteed in the world of Valorant for sure. Take a sip of water. EWC. So, did anybody watch this? I kind of just couldn't because it was at horrific times for me. But this was a weird tournament, honestly. This is a playoff bracket, but let's look at the group stage. So yeah, the opening day was just crazy because it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 best of ones in one day, which is crazy. Which, I mean, if there's any argument for being, like a Mickey Mouse, it's this. Because G2 losing out as early as you could, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Also, like the winning team playing on the same, like playing 2 matches on the same day, that's interesting. But this is what map was this? Sunset. G2 got to figure out Sunset. I know this is a fraud run from Heretics. This doesn't count. It doesn't count as a VCT, but it counts as a tournament win. I understand why people don't mess with this tournament. I didn't watch it, but it's still like they still made it through a pretty challenging gauntlet of teams to be able to get it there. Especially losing right away to Energy, then having to fight their way through lower. And if it does, that means Fnatic have lost the most international Tier 1 Grand Finals. I don't count it as like Tier 1. I just, like I said earlier, I think of EWC in the same way that I think of off-season tournaments, where it's like, yes, you can put a lot of stock into teams winning, or you can't. And that's kind of what's annoying about it, and annoying about off-season tournaments too, is that like Energy won like the Soup League tournament, and that was a tournament that did have some really good teams. Did have some like random tier 3 teams or whatever. But it's like I don't really care about anything that isn't the main VCT circuit. And it's like once the season actually gets going, some of those off-season tournaments that people put a lot of stock into just end up being like not mattering at all. EWC like Red Bull Homeground. Exactly. It's like you can like think of Red Bull Homeground in the offseason this year. T1 won it, and then they won Bangkok. So it's like maybe that was a sign of good things to come. But also entered like Sentinels won Soup League, or it was called something else at the time. I would say teams try a bit harder in this case because of the stupid amount of money. Exactly. That's kind of why this is seen as bigger than those tournaments. Harder than other off-season events. I definitely think it's harder because it is all tier 1 teams. It's like it's structured like an international, but the reason why I put it in my brain as an off-season type tournament is just because it's like it's a wacky format. It's only like a week long, not even. It started like Tuesday, I think, and it's just like we had all these best of ones. It's like for example, you could put a lot of stock into Heretics winning this tournament because like it's like their first grand final win. Took them like 6 tries, which is insane. But it's like we had like KC do well. So now, even though KC has been kind of not good in EMEA this year, is this a sign of things going well for them in the future? But then we have G2 have this abysmal performance, losing to KC and then losing to Billy, but they're playing with a sub. So it's just like, yeah, whatever. Like they're playing with their assistant. Is this their assistant coaching? Yeah. Playing with Shaq, who did not do well. So it's like I can give G2 slack for this easily, even though man they got destroyed on Sunset. But then it's like, oh, but you could say KC did well. This is what's annoying about these kind of tournaments is that it's just like, especially because this one is like controversial. It's like, you know, like I don't think any of the Plat Chat guys watch this tournament because they were boycotting it and doing like their whole stream. So like, are they even going to talk about it afterwards? Are they going to give Heretics any credit for this? But it's also like in a regular tournament format, this is the upper final, and this is like the lower semis. So, but it's like that's just how the tournament's structured. So you're like, oh well, something that isn't structured like the VCT tournaments, is that like, does it have to be structured like the VCT tournaments, double a limb, playoff bracket, whatever, to be validated, to be a like quote real tournament? Or is it just these tournaments, if they're big, they have a lot of teams, have a lot of tier 1 teams, and the format, it doesn't matter what the format is, if you win, it's great. Semis were crazy though. Grand finals from Master Shanghai, from Grand finals from Master Toronto and Shanghai. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I didn't watch much of this. I was thinking we could watch it on stream. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I'm also thinking like this is a 5-hour-long final. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I had the idea, but we can mainly just look at the match because I heard it was a reverse sweep, which these stats are crazy, dude. Everyone on Heretics going negative and still winning. Like the fact that people are calling this like a Mickey Mouse tournament and like the whole like discussion around EWC just makes it unfortunate because this is such a weird final. Like we had Kayako plus 23, 84 kills, and had like a crazy ace that I saw online. And then it's like we had the tournament MVP go -4. We had Benji Fishy go -22. Fnatic did get reverse swept. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, and like not only that, they dominated Heretics on Lotus and Sunset. 13-1. That's crazy. That's insane. That should not happen. Anyway, Icebox. And then yeah, this is where they turned around. And then was it super close? It was super close, yeah. That's just insane, man. especially on Sunset, which it's Heretics pick. They've been really good on this map. I don't know about recent since it came back in, but I know they used to be like the best in the world on that map specifically. Let's look at let's look at how they've just done on it recently. Yeah, that was the only time they've been they dominated Titan and RRQ on it. Doesn't the tourney MVP get 100K of their own? Do they? If that's true, that's dude, Woot's rolling in it. Oh my god, wow. If that is the case, that's insane. But yeah, man, super close. Maybe we'll just watch. I want to watch like the winning moments at the very least.
Now they need to get right back.
I can't believe it. Like, how did Fnatic lose this? Okay, let's just watch this final round.
But Fnatic flee the scene. We've seen this grand final twice before, from regional to international.
So shout out Tombiz finally getting a grand final.
On, and I didn't believe a word I was saying. It was 2-0 down. A reverse sweep, just one round away from completion. And Fnatic, they bounced back from worse.
Oop.
They've strung together.
Oh my god, Chronicle completely whiffed there.
Woot, the man that they run into, has been reliable. And a paranoia slows them down. Mini Boo in with another. The advantages keep stacking.
Dude, what are Fnatic doing?
Oh
man.
Versus 5. Crashies.
Nah, dude, Crashy's got this for sure.
And for Heretics, it's a simple solution. 30 seconds, 20 HP, and 1 life.
Aw, look at that. Look at that.
They have defeated their demons.
Aw, Benji.
They have crushed the curse.
I just won my rank game. Good job, man.
EWC
Proud of you.
2025.
I guess it's good to see that Woot's open to playing duelist. Thank God, man. I hope so.
This is a story.
Like, you know,
A story of triumph.
it's not VCT, but it's something. It's
A
something.
team facing their demons, looking them in the eyes. They say,
Oh, poor Alpha here.
if a first
Man,
you don't
Fnatic.
succeed, well, the fact is,
Bigger narrative to come out of this. Are Fnatic chokers again? Because if you look at... Sorry, one second. If you look at the Liquipedia... Man, they don't even have it on the... Every Valorant page, aside from, I guess, EWC, really not putting much into it. Where the hell... Because for those uneducated, Fnatic used to be chokers. Look at Fnatic's history. They win 4 games and then lose 1. Is that the whole pattern? Because yeah, this team used to be everything changed when they everything changed when they got Leo, and like 2023 was like an amazing year for them. But this team used to choke. They were second at the first ever international. Solid $500,000 earned from the Mickey Mouse Cup for Heretics. I mean, hey. I think like the thing is with this, with the whole Saudi money thing, I think because it's like Saudi essentially has been investing in stuff like sports, esports, obviously, and you know I'm not getting into all that stuff and like the whole discussion there, but there's a decent chance that Esports World Cup just doesn't make any money. Like just like it ends up being like a huge loss for the investment. So it's like, I mean, you could just take the money now, and then it might not be there, but better the org stands. I don't know. They've been in. That's been the pattern for Fnatic since Stage 1 started. Really? Is that the whole vibe? Oh my god. Yeah, after kickoff. The only cool thing I'll give EWC credit for is Christian the Keys. That was cool as hell, honestly. That was sick. That's actually dope. Like you just like crushed their own their little triangle thing. That was actually cool. Not gonna lie, that was sick. That was cool. I think there is something to be said of like people should be a bit more open to it. But you know, if you don't like the tournament, then you don't like the tournament. I wasn't boycotting it. It was just the times of the matches were just horrendous for me, so I couldn't just watch. I just couldn't watch any of it. But yeah, 4 in a row loss, 4 in a row loss, 4 in a row loss. Wow. So they have to make a grand final after winning 3 in a row. is what they got to do. But yeah, no, this is an interesting tournament. Also, okay, so PaperX, man, them versus Gen.G. Ooh, man, look at this. This is rough. Gen.G are PaperX's kryptonite. They are lucky that G2 beat Gen.G at Toronto because they would have lost. They just can't win against them. Also, I'm very bedhead because I had a nap earlier. But yeah, crazy, man. I'm just happy for them. I'm happy for Benji Fishy. I'm happy for Mini Boo. I'm happy for Boo. It's great to see. I also think this kind of like makes it so that that like Heretics roster has now kind of been validated. So I think that any chance of like of a roster move happening is very low now, which I would prefer. I don't want them to like make roster changes. I'd rather them keep the roster they have now. So that's good. Was weird seeing best of ones in Val, but I know some of the CS veterans are used to that probably. Yeah, Counter-Strike has some kind of weird format stuff. Well, not weird, just like different. They have like single elimination playoffs at most of their majors, it seems. Valorant doesn't do that, which I prefer. I prefer double elim personally. I think it's good to have like teams have a chance to kind of like come back. CS has set such a horrible standard for esports with 1 million matches a year. Yeah, I think when people, I've talked about this before, but I think people that like want Valorant to like be more like CS. No, dude. I am happy with the VCT as it is. There are problems with it for sure. I am not like the hugest fan of everything. But like, especially like now like Vitality just winning everything. But there's just like, it's like, how do I like? Okay, since now I'm on this tangent, I'm going to continue on this tangent. Okay, Valorant. I think the main, in my opinion, League's kind of perfected the system. I don't know much about League system personally, but I do know that they kind of changed it a little bit, so it's like a bit more like Valorant's now, and it wasn't before. But as much as people complain about the VCT, it is so easy to follow. Like, there are a ton of Valorant matches per year, but it's like all your upcoming event, it's like all your leagues are right here. That's not, where's China? Where's China? There we go. Yeah, it's like we have the Americas. We know this works. People in North America and South America can watch this. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We know what players are in here. We know when the matches are. I wish there was a better website than VLR to follow this, because I don't really like this website that much. I think there could be massive improvements to it. As a guy who collects stats a lot, pisses me off to no end. Low-key, if Gen.G didn't choke against Wolves, Gen.G could have won Toronto. I don't know if I agree with that. I still think the roster's not good enough to win a major this year, but maybe. I'm fine with VCT, but more NACS majors, please. It looks fun. Hop on HLTV is fun. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, it's just like it's easy to follow. There's all these different leagues. You know the teams. There's the Ascension stuff. I think as a system, it's easy to follow. With fucking, what is HLTV? Oh yeah, it's like the VLR version for whatever. It's like what am I looking at here, man? Like say I want to watch like North American HLTV. I don't know enough, but probably because VLR is not my favorite. But it's like, okay, how do I follow what's happening in like North America? Like where do I go? How do I start? You know, like there's no set league or whatever, but it's like, okay, we can go to like what teams? Where are teams? Oh no, top teams. Cool. Thank you for verifying if I'm a human or not. I appreciate you wasting my time. Thank you, Clapfire. But it's like, okay, so like these are the top teams. Cool, that's sick. Pro League North America right in front of you. Didn't see it. I do know that like that's like the franchise league, even though it's not a franchise league. But I straight up did not see that. Fucking where? Where, man? How is this right in front of me? Today's matches? Like, I guess I can see, like, what's happening in today's matches, but, like, what even... Like, what? This is Oceania. Okay, that's cool. Besides that, they're solid once you get used to it. I'm sure once I get used to these things, it'd be easy. Okay, I am Cologne. Okay, alright, okay, well, this is something. And I know Cologne. Click events. I'm gonna fucking walk through the website live. You can see how fucking dumb I am. Okay, then yeah, ESL Pro League. Okay, but there's 3 of them. Okay, so Asia closed, Europe closed. Okay, North America. Okay, alright, this is structured. To me, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just like I don't know where to go half the time, and it's just like it's just hard to kind of jump because I've been following Counter-Strike, but not as like much as Valorant, obviously. But I just like I don't know what the hell. I don't know where to start most of the time is the problem. It's like, okay, are any of these huge tournaments? These are online. The one that says North America. I know we found it. We found it. Okay, but okay, Cologne's coming up. That's cool. Stage 1. Okay, what's the difference between stage... I guess that's just the start of it? Okay, so these teams have to fight, and then they face off against these teams? Anyways, I'm not gonna do a whole fucking tutorial on how to use HLTV. I'll figure it out on my own time. I got used to a website, but finding events can be annoying because in upcoming matches they also show T4. See, like VLR does that too, which does annoy me. But it like at least I know that like the stuff that is labeled Valorant Champions Tour, whatever year, I know that is what I want. That is what I'm looking for, 90% of the time. And then you go find stats for the particular game. Sure. Match page. This is kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to go on a tangent. I prefer franchise leagues because it just makes things easy to follow. I know what teams are there. Yeah. Versus just like Counter-Strike, which is just there's a billion things happening a year, and you kind of just gotta figure it out, and people kind of just know. But yeah. Anywho, but yeah, congrats to Heretics. Fnatic are chokers now. That seems to be the case. They're technically the top-rated team, which is hilarious. But yeah, I think they're kind of chokers now, man. Because like that was kind of the narrative up until 2023. Is like these first 2 years, like they were a team that always kind of looked good enough to like win a tournament that just never were. Like second at the first international ever, fifth to eighth at champions. So I guess you got grouped. See, this from what I heard, it had like 2 franchise leagues. Yeah, like they have. I know the Pro League is kind of one. Maybe they did one in the past. I don't know. I think the way Riot does it, I prefer personally. Ugh, sorry, my stomach. I'm gonna mute so I can burp. Glad y'all didn't hear that. But yeah, and then they like really choked this one. I think they didn't have Durka. But yeah, then fourth, fifth, sixth. It's like they kind of just choked at every time. And then lock-in finally happened. Then they got first, and then they got first again, and then they got fourth. And then Leo, well then they don't make it to 2021 was single limb playoffs, so fifth eight is qualified. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I do remember. Yeah, I do remember they had single elim brackets back then. As I said earlier, I'm glad they went to double elim. I prefer that personally. But you know, it just depends on what you think is better for like scheduling and whatnot. Do like formatting tournaments is very difficult, and I do think Riot overall does a pretty good job. They get a lot of flack for how they do it, but I think, you know, they do what they can. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to say. I did kind of consider like watching this match on stream, but it's like it's gonna take 5 hours, and I'm not streaming for 5 hours unless I like rush through it, but I don't want to do that. Nope. There we are. ESL and Blast, 2 big tournament organizers have teams partner with them, which was a whole thing with rules. Then Valve said stop. So Valve shut it down. I kind of wish they did Swiss for champs too. Swiss is weird. I do like Swiss overall, but I like it with a smaller amount of teams than I do for like a big amount of teams. I think it works really well for the first tournament of the year with 8 teams. I think when it comes to bigger tournaments, like when it comes to like 16 teams, 12 teams, like for Shanghai and Toronto, it's like the whole top region, or the whole top seeds of each region losing a lot is very it like I do think that like the whole like tournament reps thing is a big factor. But I think Swiss is just fun. I think it's fun to just do like random seeding for like tournaments. I think it's cool. You can use Swiss with 16 teams very well. Probably. I think I don't mind how the group stage works though at champs though. I think random draw, seed 1, seed 2, seed 3, seed 4. I think that's fine. Like that did create like the group of death last year, which was what was it? Sentinels, Heretics, Gen.G, and then FPX was there too. The best team out of the 4 for sure. But like I didn't hate that they were doing it like that. I think that as like a way to do a group stage, I think is fine. Do like a top seed, do second seed, do a third seed, and fourth seed. Could be worse. Basically, like one company would sign a team, make them come to a certain amount of other tournaments, and allowed them to play a selected turn. Oh, okay. So yeah, they were kind of just taking control, even though they probably shouldn't have. Here, one sec. I'm gonna kind of change my headphone situation. Yeah, now we're any other kind of random topics you guys want me to discuss? Because I was thinking of just like playing Valorant on stream. I haven't really done it before, and I'm not good at it. But if you guys are down to watch it, sure. To be fair, that's because Sen didn't play as well as they should have and ended up qualifying off points. True, which was hilarious because 100 Thieves beating them meant that 100 Thieves had a worse chance of making it to champs, which is why I don't really like the champs points. one thing. What one thing? Stage 2 predictions. Oh, okay. I can do opening match predictions. I can do that. Because I want to save. I am doing stage 2 week 1 predictions. Yeah, I know what you mean. I can do that quickly. Because I'm doing a preview video for stage 2 this week, so look out for that. But sure, we can yap about that for a little bit at the very least. Here's let me get there. Yeah, we'll just do all regions then. In that case. I'd watch gameplay. Hell yeah. I like this guy. It's not going to be great gameplay, but yeah. One thing I don't like about CS majors is that only playoffs is really in front of a crowd, which kind of sucks. Yeah, and then they'll tweet like, oh, look at Valorant having such smaller crowds and smaller stuff, and look at CS. And it's like, dog, like the majority of your tournament has been in front of no one in a studio. Whereas Valorant, yes, sometimes it means they have to do smaller venues like they did for Toronto, and I did ask like Leo about that when I talked to him. But still, it's like we still got to have people in front of the match for the entire tournament, and that was like just because they did like a kind of smaller venue. But I don't know. Also, how bad is Gen.G's choking problems? Because they sort of choked against TH here. I'll talk about that for a little bit. But yeah, no, we can do quick pick'ems just for fun. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm not gonna do every week. I'm just gonna do the opening week because I feel like I'm gonna change my mind each week, and then maybe I'll do a pick'ems video each week if you guys would be interested in that. People seem to like the pick'ems videos. People like seeing what other people predict just so they can shit on them. Okay, C9 versus Furia. Furia did well in stage 2 last year though, and C9 this is usually where they start to fall off. What's Furia's roster right now actually? Because I know they changed like literally everyone. They don't even have a fifth. Who are they playing with? Pickens videos do well. Yeah, no, they're fun ones. Heat, basic. Who they got an Italian? Is this guy Stain or was this just a sub? He was on 2G Academy. Huh. Yeah, no, they're not gonna beat him. Yeah, C9 probably. They should probably win. Loud versus Lev. Both massively new rosters. Not massively. That's not a sentence. Both teams have a lot of different rosters, but I do kind of like what I've seen. Well, I haven't watched the Saucy tournament, but but they did win it. I think, right? Yeah. I looked at it earlier. I think they announced the roster. I thought they did too, but on VLR there's only 4, whatever. I guess it's basic. Yeah, Lev versus Loud. I don't really like what Loud did with their changes. I think Robbie BK is not a great choice. But he doesn't have a ton of tier 1 experience. Maybe this is where it's maybe it works out here. I don't know. Probably won't get Italian. Look 16. So what are your thoughts about Sen performance and what's going wrong with them? What's going wrong with them? Sentinels are fine. Sentinels just aren't the... See, the problem with Sentinels is, like, right now, the only one that I see is just they're not the best team in the world. That's it. They're a great team. They do really well. They've done well they did well at EWC. Like, they made it to playoffs and then they ran into PaperX. It's PaperX. They just won Toronto. They're insane. Sen just aren't as good as all the Sen fanboys think they are. Yeah, kind of. I think because like that's not the first time I've gotten that comment. It's like, oh well, like what's going wrong with Sen? Nothing really, you know. They just don't win everything this year, and that's fine. That's okay. I don't think they need to. Sentinels, they have to be good. They have to be a good team. Valorant does worse. Valorant does worse when Sentinels aren't a good team. Like straight up. Like my views drop. Everybody's views drop. Viewership at international tournaments drop when they're not there. Like this team is the most popular, at least North American team. I know, you know, like EDG is like huge in China, so maybe in terms of just like straight up fans, you know, but you know they're still just real. They're a really good team. They did well at Toronto. They got top 6, and they just lost to Apeks, and then who'd they lose to again? Yeah, they lost to Fnatic. That's fine. Like I think the expectations for it's fair to have high expectations for your team. That's completely fair. Like if you person that put that, I'm not gonna try to say your name because it seems hard to say. Sorry. Like if you like obviously like you want your team to win. Like you want your team to win everything. But Sentinels historically haven't been that consistent. They've reached like the very high heights of Valorant. Like they've won 2 tournaments. They've done well in off-season stuff. In 2021, they were like where like they didn't do great at the second and third internationals. They still won the very first one. But this 2-year stretch. This is like the first time they've actually like been consistent, if you really think about it. And even last year, they had that downbeat before Shanghai didn't really do well in stage 1 or stage 2. So them not even making playoffs in stage 1 last year was kind of insane. But, you know, there's a whole burnout stuff and yada yada and whatever. It is what it is, really. Sorry. But yeah, I don't really see too big of a problem with Sentinels. They have a chance to win champs. I don't think they're going to, but they have a chance, and that's fine. I think if you really want to like if the expectations of the org every time is to be like they have to be winning tournaments, then sure. Then there is a problem. But I think like we're seeing Narrate improve a lot. We're seeing Celsius has been a bit inconsistent this year. Like if you really want to get into the weeds of it, I think the problem with Sentinels is that they don't have 10s. Like that's kind of it. Like Zekin, I think, has been steadily getting better. But he like Zekin with 10s versus Zekin without 10s, there was a pretty decent difference at the beginning of the year. It's evened out now. And Narrate, while he can be a bit of a crash out Kane, I think he's gone better at calming himself down. But like Gen.G is still great. Bane, I hope Sentinels fans like appreciate how good Bank is, because he's such a clutch like player. He's great. Like I was like, man, 100 Thieves are gonna miss him. They're going to miss him, and they do. They do, because Xander's just not as good. No offense to him, but he's just not. And Bang is just like super clutch all the time. So yeah, I think Sentinels are fine. They will be a dark horse contender to win champs, but I think when they're at internationals, I think they're going to be fine. Bane's just not the same kind of ominous tense. Yeah, fair. That's like the only if the only criticism that you can give of a player is that he's not 10s, then I think you're at least at minimum in decent shape. He's closer to a Senti player than a duelist player. Kind of. He does. Wait. Do you mean Zekin? Hey man, hi, Larlar, hi. I hope that's how you say it, Larlar. But yeah, I remember you. Yes, dude, I hung out with in Toronto. Sup, bro? Hope you're doing well. Also, yeah, dude, shout out that guy real quick. He was so like we were hanging out at Greta after like the Plat Chat Live event in Toronto, and this guy, we were his first stop. Like we had like put in like Discord servers that like we were hanging out like me, Command, and Bodork, and like this man landed and then came to Greta, which was sick. So shout out to him. Anywho, don't you think Saucy was a pillar of the team? I mean, kind of. I think Tens was. I think because that is something that I've heard is just like, oh, like Sentinels aren't doing as well this year because they don't have Saucy. I'm like, I mean, yeah, but like losing both players is like obviously that sucks. I mean, Bang, he's an anchor player, while Tens was way more aggressive. Yes, Tens was much more aggressive. I think Tens was also quite influential on how Smokes players play, because Smokes, if you look at how, because like I've been doing like stats videos for like 2 years. I remember when I would do like team previews, back in 2023, or I guess beginning of 2024, like before the season when I had like 200-300 subs. Yes, sir. Even if it was only that night, glad to meet you, man. Just glad to meet you. Going to go to bed soon, but we think Demon 1 to G2 is a real possibility with Leaf out. I hope not. I mean, maybe. I mean, like, they need a Sentinel player, and I don't think Demon 1's a Sentinel player. I don't think he's any player. He's a duelist player that can't entry, and he wasn't good on Smokes. Well, I mean, Brim. I don't know. I don't even know who they should get. I don't even know who they should get if Leaf is out for an extended period of time. At least like the benefit of it is they don't need to worry about stage 2. If there's any time for them to have any injury or sickness to a player, it's right now, because nothing matters until champs. They're already there. I think Saucy was very important mentally. Nary and Bane just not his experience. Well, yeah, like they're like younger players, and like Saucy was obviously like a great leader. Great, like losing him sucks. Obviously, is Leaf not back for stage 2? We don't know yet. What is my understanding is we don't know for sure, because he's like sick. Yeah, he wasn't at EWC. Demon 1 doesn't seem to have the patience to play Senti, in my opinion. He doesn't have the patience to do much of anything. Yeah, he's like to be determined. I just think it's funny I tweeted looking for Team Sentinel. It would be funny. I mean, like, I wouldn't hate it. You know, I think the problem with Demon 1 has been he was on EG where he was a perfect fit, especially with like Joggermo like being there to help. But then he kind of got overvalued in the offseason after that, and then he goes to Energy, and then they don't put him in the same position at all, and it's just like, oh, just go entry, and then he's just like, I don't really do that. I'm not really good at it. It was that guy Joggermo that was doing it before, and I am more of a clean up the mess kind of player. And then Energy was just like, well, that sucks, and that's not what we need. So they canned him, but then who was even their duelist player? Can we recreate that? Found reply to. Can we recreate that with Joggin? Yeah, I guess if you want to do double duelist stuff. But then who plays Sentinel? Because I do think you need a Sentinel, especially in this meta. I mean, like it's fine if they don't. It's fine if they do it, and maybe it's just like the easiest option, especially with like a small amount of time. But yeah, okay. Just to kind of wrap like the Saucy point. Yes, Saucy was a huge part of this team, and like just being a leader, being very experienced, being very clutch. That stuff, like, you can't like replace that. I think with Sentinels bringing in these new, younger, not as experienced players, then I think like it's just going to take more time. And I think Sentinels, I think what they're doing is good. They have the academy team. They have Redux, who I'm assuming is going to play tier 1 next year, if not on Sentinels, on a different team. But it's like they'll just keep getting better. Like, Narrate, fantastic talent, has some like emotion issues at times, but still great. But still a very good player, and it got pretty consistent during stage 1. And Bang is very good in the clutch. Maybe sometimes he's a bit too passive, and like maybe that doesn't work out. Maybe like your point about him being like a Sentinel could be some. But yeah, why is 6 still on this pick? Whatever. Heading out. Have a great rest of your stream. Thanks for coming, bro. Appreciate it. Maybe you could recreate that with Jaw. Yeah, you could maybe. Since Jogamo is on G2, you could then throw in Demon 1 and then recreate some of that EG magic. But then like the problem is like he's gonna come out for Leaf. Like Demon 1's not permanently taking that spot unless Leaf is out for the rest of the season, which I hope not. That would suck so much. But yeah. What was something else there was something else. Oh yeah, Pick'ems. I was doing that. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. Lev win this. EG versus 2 game. It's definitely EG. Crew versus MIBR. What do you guys think? I'm favoring MIBR in my head. But, I mean, maybe Dante kind of makes a big splash for his... I'll come back to that one. Energy versus 100 Thieves. I think Sku was going to do well. Sentinels versus G2. If there's any time to beat G2 for Sentinels, it's this one, right? I'll say MIBR. Do these seem reasonable to people? To the chat? I'm not doing the other weeks yet. I'll do them in a video, probably. Jonah can maybe play Sentinel. Crew because Dante buff? Maybe. I don't know, because it's like new player coming in. Does he make a big splash, or does he like take some time to really get ready? I just don't know. I just don't know what the fit's gonna be with him, because now you have another duelist player, and he could be good, but then Kesnet is gonna go back on flex, and Kesnet on flex makes me want to die. I cheer for Kesnet. I like Crew. I like Crew a lot. I've liked them since 2021, and they always make it to champs. But like the exchange is they have to. Like, just suck at champs. Besides, I think MIBR is going to take a hit after the Toronto performance. Yeah, but you can bounce back from that. They were looking so good in stage 1. MIBR. Man, I felt bad for them in Toronto. I'll say new player buff. Sure, why not? Any other egregious takes of mine? I think this is fair. Because it was a good flex 2021. Yeah. 4 years ago. 4 years ago. 5 seasons ago. Too long. I'm tired of seeing him on flex. It doesn't work in my opinion. Sorry for yelling at you. I don't know. I just kind of hate when I see Kesnet on other agents. I just feel like he just has to be on Duelist, and that's just like where he lives. But yeah, any other just and you guys can ask me. What I'm gonna do now is we're gonna play some Valorant. If you guys are so inclined to watch. Yeah, you guys can ask me like please keep asking me like VCT topics and stuff. Like while I'm playing, because I'd be like, I'm just chatting, so, and like I'm just playing. I mean, like we're gonna be playing ranked, but I do want people to keep asking me about shit while I play. America team fails to fully recognize tier 2 talent in comparison with other region. It always feels like just isn't given any to left America yet. Oh, Gen.G choking. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll talk about that while I'm warming up. fucking... Go work. Okay, yeah. Gen.G choking. Gen.G choking is... Oh, spin my mic. You can see that. All right, here we go. Now it's working, I think. Yeah, Gen.G choking is it's interesting because they still are like a really, really good team. Like they've done well at EWC. They did well at Toronto, like one of the best teams out of Swiss. And then they lose to Wolves, then they lose to G2, and they choked both those games. They should have won. They should have won against G2. I'm not gonna say that they should have won against Wolves, even though that, like, in theory would like be the one that they would, I guess, mostly be favored. But it was just a big upset, and Wolves are just on a roll. Okay, watch my peep this. Fuck. Peep this gameplay. They don't call me 10s 2 for nothing. The funny thing is I'm not actually trying to throw, I'm just... Okay, we're cooking. Ah! I'm doing terrible. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hell yeah. I think the reason Keston seems bad when he flexed last time, he didn't have a good duelist play to replace him. Now I'm kind of have his team. Maybe, I guess. Anyways, so yeah, with Gen.G, they had this roster last year that was like easily the best team. Okay, well, not easily best team, but like one of the best teams in 2024. Like going to 2 grand finals, winning one of them, just absolutely insane. Is this course still here? Because I know they updated this. Okay, yeah, it's still here. But I think, like, I did have a Pacific video that came out. It didn't do well, which kind of blew. I thought it was gonna do better, but that's okay. But it's like they're a super talented team. I'm cheating. They have like a super talented team, but I feel like their new guys just aren't enough. You know, like losing Meteor, I think, out of any offseason loss. Like loss of a player from like an old roster is probably the biggest that we've seen, just because like really like it's like they've had Ash play, Suggest play, Foxy9 play, and then they had was it Adam? What was his fucking name again? That's how like memorable that player was. It's the fact that I didn't know about him, or well, I forgot about him. What was his fucking name? Yeoman, that's his name. That's the guy. But yeah, like it just didn't work with him, and they've just had a lot of roster changes. And Foxy9, like he came back in. I lost 10 viewers after that range thing. But yeah, I just think they're just not as good of a roster now. And Texture, if Texture isn't carrying, then they're screwed. Karen's still great, so when those 2 players are on, like they have a chance to win any game. But like you saw versus G2, it's like I think their loss there was like a big example of like why. Of like why I don't think they're gonna win a trophy. Of like what the problems with the team are. It's just they just don't have like the same depth as they did last year, and when Texture isn't hitting, they don't have the same safety net as what they did last year with Meteor. Because it's like you had last year, it's like you go from a team with Texture, Meteor, Karen, and Lakia. And then so you go, oh my god, I'm missing. So you go from that to a team with just Texture, Munchkin, and Karen, and then your other 2 players have been like pretty oh man, my fucking, what the hell? I was just cooking in the ring. I did well. I'm gonna warm up with a death match. On paper seems like the right fit for you. I'm curious why Yeoman didn't look. Work. I don't know either, man. Honestly. I'll be right back.
Match found.
It was either a case of Yeoman didn't work on the team, or he just wasn't given the proper chance to, because he did only play one event with them and then like he's out. And that's kind of, it's like, I think Gen.G is just kind of getting cold feet with the roster, is they just keep kind of changing who's on. And like even Foxy9, who did well in stage 1, he started stage 1 on the bench. So yeah. Also, how's the game audio? Is it bad? Is it good? Is my voice overpowering it? Because that's what it should, but don't want to be too quiet either. No way. But yeah, keep asking me topics if you guys want. But yeah, I think Gen.G, they have a chance to win champs. I just don't really think they're like favorites or anything. I think, especially because I remember casters. I remember casters saying after they got out of Swiss and then won their opening match against like Fnatic, that like they were like the favorites to win the tournament now. I'm like, I don't know about that. They're good, but like favorites? I don't know. You went to GE, so that worked. So that works out. Yeah, it's like it just didn't really seem like he got like a proper shot. I guess he like maybe he played in some off-season events for Gen.G. I don't remember. But he probably did. But hey, you know, he got another tier 1 spot. So he's at least good enough to like attract other teams to him, so. I thought that didn't work at first. Yeah, I think they are going to be a dark horse, but it's like they need to, if they win Pacific in stage 2, I'll have more faith in them. But right now it's just like, again, it just seems like if texture isn't on, then like they're done, is kind of what it seems like. Did you talk about the foot changes? No, but I did hear about that actually. I don't know if it is official, but it wasn't on VLR, which is why I missed it, because I was just getting my news from there. But I did hear about that on Twitter today. Bruh. Yeah, DRX got flash. Oh yeah, I meant to. Okay, I did kind of mean to talk about that, but I also talked about that in a video that came out yesterday, or 2 days ago. Yesterday. But yeah, I think DRX. So they might go on a run. I don't know if they're gonna go on a run. They're gonna go on a run to 5th, 6th place. Is what's gonna happen. I'll tell you that right now. If they make, like, first they have to make it a champs. I think they have a better chance with flashback, because I think Estrella just didn't work for them. So I think they just needed like them getting flashback back is pretty huge. So we'll see if that ends up working out for them. They'll probably be good enough to make it there. But yeah, for foot changers, so it's add a captain out, CNED in. Well, now we have CNED and Zeus playing, because that was the OG swap. Which, you know, it's good to see CNED back, I guess. Foot are kind of having a bit of a down year, and it's not because they made a roster change. Like them losing CNED originally didn't really seem to be that big of a deal because Zeus did end up having some like really crazy games, but like didn't seem to. But you know, like he's not Cena, but also I don't think Cena was like super. Like he was good, but not 2021 Cena. But yeah, you know it sucks for Attic Captain. Now they can maybe play more double duelist stuff. What was Attic Captain playing? I'm blanking on it right now. But like, what was he playing? Like what role? What characters? Whatever. Bitch. Zeus also has some very awful games. He was pretty up and down. But yeah, I guess now double duelist is like huge in the meta. Well, not huge, at least in pro play, it's like pretty big. Because now two, at least for VCT tournaments, smokes. Okay, so who's gonna play smokes instead now? Because I don't think Cena is playing smokes. It's weird because like they're a roster that like they were pretty good for the last 2 years, but it's like they still just like they just kind of feel forgettable, you know, because they usually just kind of like they'll make it to the internationals and then they'll kind of just fail. Why is there like 4 people AFK in this fucking game? Oh my god, there's so many AFK. Excuse me. Why there's so many AFK people? I'm supposed to warm up. But I don't want to sit for 5 minutes. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't know. Foot. I think with Team Liquid being as good as they are, I think they're probably gonna push them out. Vitality has a decent chance to bounce back. Foot is forgettable. 1 second, I'm still here. Just give me a second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, do you put Zeus or Cena on smokes? Well, if you have to do one of them, probably Zeus, I guess. But I don't know. I'm leaving this one. I don't care. It's fucking deathmatch. Okay, so you're about to see my rank. Now, I'm not good at this game. I was screwed over by the like rank. Oh wait, you want to see my night market? It's actually pretty good. I'm thinking of getting the 2 Phantoms because the Phantoms are kind of sick. What is that? Anyways, yeah, no. So I'm bronze. Sue me, I'm bronze. Sue me, I'm bronze. I'm working my way back up. I don't play this game a lot, and I didn't play for much. What the fuck?
Match found.
Okay, sorry. Am I still here? Are people still here? Playing double duels on Haven, hell yeah. But we gotta get those numbers. I haven't played Raiders. I'm on Terrace with play lately. Nice, man. Yeah, I've never been great at games. No, please, no. Could get some. No, not 3 duelists. No.
I got you. What do you need?
Something that isn't the 4th duelist. Maybe initiator. Seems a bit like, yeah. I just had some frame drops. Is it better now? It looks like it's better. It like briefly cut, but is it still? Doesn't seem like it anymore. Sick, awesome. Oh my god, this might be the worst team comp I've ever seen. See, this is. Here's the thing. This is the problem with these ranks. Is that
you low-key got a Valorant accent.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Oh no. See, this is the problem with these lower ranks. It's like I know I'm better than this rank. I know for a fact. I know for a fact I am. But look at this fucking team comp. These are what these motherfuckers do. We have triple duelists. We have 1 smoke, and we're on Haven. You know what? This is the one map where it might actually work. But it's the problem with being in. We have triple duelists. We have 1 smoke, and we're on Haven. You know what? This is the one map where it might actually work. But it's the problem with being in these lower ranks is you will get stuck in them. Oh my god. Is my ping just 4? Oh jeez. We're teleporting. Okay, it evened out a little bit. Sorry about that. Yeah, my shit is not working. Stream's still cutting out. Here, okay. Okay, it's back. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it might do that sometimes. Yeah, my pin's not good. It's at 40. Yeah, I'll try to fix it after this round. There's also like kind of like a test of me streaming and playing it at the same time. So I saw a comment about yeah, like just like being in these lower ranks, it's like you will just get stuck because even if you improve, your teammates will just be awful. So, do you think G2 is going to continue to dominate Americas? Not in stage 2, but it's not gonna matter. Like, I'm not really gonna evaluate anything, or at least not seriously evaluate anything about G2 that isn't champs, you know? Because they don't like they don't need to try.
One enemy remaining.
So it's like they're gonna not do. What is happening? Oh my god, I'm teleporting. What server do I play on? I know East and West servers are some of the worst in lower ranks. Yeah, I think I'm West. But yeah, it might fuck. I'm playing with a bunch of 12-year-olds. Yeah, I'm playing like West or whatever. But yeah, no, G2 aren't gonna be as good as they were in stage 1, but it's not gonna matter. Because they're already in champs.
Big black white guy. Yo, you got a mic? I'm muted then.
Oh, so yeah, my Wi-Fi hasn't been good today, so
I'm mute.
I'm gonna
Yo,
mute these
Spark,
people.
You got a mic?
No.
Dapple, dapple. No. No. Help me.
See, like these are the people I'm playing with. How am I supposed to rank up when these when these motherfuckers are here? Like, do you hear this? I hope not, because it's hurting my ears.
On ICB, I saw. Oh. Oh my god, big black white guy on the biggest flank of my entire system.
Damn.
Yo, big black white guy. Like
Yeah, no, G2 aren't gonna be great in stage 2, but that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna at least turn them down. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, NT.
Let's check your stream on Twitch and shows up. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, yeah, I just turned it off for. I don't know why it's doing that either. So I just turned it off on Twitch now. Hopefully that actually helps with like what I'm doing. 5-year-old, probably. Duo cute. That's the play. Yeah. I do have buddies that I play with, but not enough as I would want. Yeah, but solo queue is like the worst. Pause, you can see, yeah. Hopefully me not dual streaming anymore is gonna help. Cause yeah, I don't know why, because it's like I'm doing restream to like kind of do like a dual stream. Oh my god, my team is so bad.
Spike planted.
Yo, Spark, I'm gonna need you to hurry this flank up, buddy. Nice, Spark.
Last player standing.
Hit 40. Sky hit 40.
Damn it! Almost. Yeah. No, for some reason when I'm dual streaming. What up?
What rank are you?
Plastic 4.
I'm being deadass. Like I'm not like deadass. I'm iron 3.
I'm about wood 2.
Bro. What rank are you?
Told you.
Jump if you're silver. Oh shit, you're
Nah, I'm actually
Okay,
carbonite.
I'm dead. Where are they?
Wait, I volt.
Yo, Phoenix, jump if they're A. Phoenix, jump if they're A.
Oh my god, I'm gonna meet these kids. They're actually so annoying.
They're A. Oh, crush.
I can't focus with these fucking children!
No, 2 crush.
Do you have a Discord server? I'd be down to play. I'm peak plat, but I cannot solo queue. That's fine. I don't have. I can just add you too. Like I'm fine with that. But I don't have Discord server yet. I'm planning on making one. Also, by the way,
You got that recon thing?
oh my god, no. This guy's so fucking annoying. Jesus Christ! Like look at just the names of the people I'm playing with. Crazy. Anyways, do you have to? Yeah, I've been meaning to make a Discord server. I think I'm at like a good amount of subs now and like kind of regular commenters and whatnot. That I could comfortably have one.
You will not kill my ally.
One mid.
No! Fuck. I was too slow with that. But yeah, I'll probably make a Discord server soon, and then yeah, people could play with me if they so choose. That'd be cool. That'd actually be like a good way to do streams with like I mean 23 people like for me it's my current viewers, and like that's actually huge. But in terms of like I think for like streams with like lower amounts of people, having kind of like open not open lobbies, but just having people from chat be able to play might be kind of sick. All right, how's this love gonna do?
Drop in a smoke. One
Oh
enemy
my god, Jesus Christ. He's long.
Don't rush me.
And we lost anyway. So glad that this is my first game on stream, bro.
I just want to go over there and shake some fun into that girl.
It's fine. I gotta play that I like to do. Oh, great. Now my fucking camera doesn't work. This is awesome. I know why, though. It's just out of battery.
Yo, big black white guy, can you buy me?
Where the fuck? Okay, this is gonna be a cameraless round real quick because I don't have time. I hear them going, eh? Yeah. I got swap batteries, but no one time. Such a scuff stream, bro. Love it.
Brim out. See you later.
Spike down B.
Ah, a comedy of errors. The worst fucking game of all time, and then just losing every single piece of equipment.
Show me where to go.
This is how it's done, baby. This is live streaming. What's his rank? Is it NA service? My rank is bronze. I'm fucking bronze 1 right now, bro. Alright. We should be back. Camera should be back. There we go. Here we go. Shit. I didn't buy. Oh, okay. I don't have util.
It's you and me.
No. Alright. It's fine. Have a good rest of the stream. Alright. Thanks for coming, bro. Appreciate it. Ah! Damn it. Appreciate you tagging along. Thanks for coming. You can also give super chats, by the way. Can you? Actually, I don't even know if I've set that up.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Can we win this round, please? There we go. Let's go. First round. Hell yeah.
Damn, let's go, bro. Let's go.
Comeback starts now. He's still such a terrible comp. Oh my god. So it's just hard to focus without children. All the children here. What time is it anyway? It's almost 10. Damn.
Yo, wait. Oh, never mind.
I might mute. I'm gonna mute the Reyna. I can't stand her. I saw mid.
Wait, can someone stand? Oh, never mind. Are they? Garage. Nice.
One garage.
Why are you just rotating so fast?
God, he's so annoying. Oh my god. What should I eat for dinner? What are y'all recommendations? I haven't had dinner yet.
Slow down. I want it easy. Last player standing.
What the fuck was that? Aim! Did y'all see that fucking waylay? God damn. This is the problem. Like, I know I'm better than my rank, but like, when you play with people like that, how do you improve? It's fine. We still won the round though. That's fine. This time I'm gonna get a cheeky little kill up here. Damn. I say ego peak. I'll do that next time.
I've got your trail.
Are you gonna do like bold predictions for who qualify to champs? As in like bold predicting who's going to qualify? It's not a bad idea. Could do that. But in terms of like when teams are qualified, I mean, I always do predictions for that, but I could do like a who I think is going to qualify video. That could be interesting. I'd be down for that.
Wait, does anyone have Recon Phantom?
Sonic does I have Recon Phantom. But I ain't giving it to him because he's gonna fucking whiff everything. I don't give my Phantom to losers. Phoenix can't get a buy. Thank you. Alright, eco peek now.
Wait, let Phoenix are close by you. They're close by you. He died. Spark.
Already got bought.
Yeah, but Waylay's broke as hell now, bro.
Well, I can't, like, they can't take it back.
What do you mean you can't? What?
I can't undo the buy. I can give him the gun, but no. Big old lurking coming. Don't have a cipher, so no trips are gonna get me.
Spike down mid.
Wait, up garage.
One enemy remaining.
SNC.
Let's go! No, I did not mean to click that. No. Oh fuck. Oh, I shouldn't have fucking. I celebrated a not very good round and I. Oh no. Maybe I am the hard stuck bronze that I don't want to be. I can't believe I did that. Alright. Ego peek. Every time.
It's you and me.
No way. Do it 3 do it 360. I should have, bro. That would have been way better. Yeah, because I've been a Jet main basically the entire time that I've played Valorant. I've also been Cypher main and whatever else. Oh yeah, Fade. That was decent at Fade. But I was like, you know what? Since I want to rank up, I should just go back to Jet. And I just have to play like a Jet because I would play too passive. Because I've actually been cooking in like my recent games. I'm not doing great now. I'm doing okay. 9 and 10 is fine. But I remember I was really mad when I got ranked of the rank reset because I did go 2 and 3, but my 2 wins, one of them was a 13-0 in which I got like I think it was like 10 and 5 or something, like 10 and 4. And then my second win, I dropped a 30 bomb. We won like 13-11. And then we did lose 3 in a row, but only one of them was lopsided, and I did drop like 29, 30. Like I did really good in them, and then it still put me in fucking Iron 3. So I was like, what the fuck? So I had to go back. So now I'm Bronze 1. So now I'm trying to get out of Bronze 1, but it is just so goddamn annoying. So damn annoying. But hey, that's why I'm an analyst and not a pro player. There we go. Okay, no, I'll try this cheeky little play. Okay, best we can do is 7-5, and honestly, not the worst. Could do worse. I don't know if the dog can see me.
You will not kill my allies.
There we go. Let's go. Aim labs? I don't do aim labs, no. I haven't tried it. I should, but I naively think that I can just do the range and have that be enough. Also, is audio fine? It looks fine on my end, but sometimes I think audio's fine and then it's not. Yeah. Aim labs is for the weak. That's my opinion.
Stay safe.
Aim labs is for people that want to get better. The range is for people that are content being fucking terrible.
Don't miss me too much.
Fuck. Desktop can be a bit louder? Okay, I'll do that. How's that? Might be a little too loud, actually.
One enemy remaining.
That's 3.
Went up.
And that's another dead one.
Okay, is that fine? Is it balanced like with my voice?
I got
Could
your
just
back.
check.
Just, you know, from the front.
I'm locked in on the game. When you stream the games or do strategic analysis on games? Okay, so I am actually, fun fact,
Wait, can we
announcement,
go garage?
kind of. I will be co-streaming stage 2. That will be happening.
Phoenix, I'll take the spike, bro.
I'm gonna peek C with the outlaw. But yeah, I am going to be
Can you just give me this?
I am going to be streaming stage 2, so look out for those co-streams. In terms of strategic analysis on games, so I've thought about that and like I could. I think my main thing is. Sorry, let me. My thing is, I feel like if you want that kind of stuff,
Is ready.
there's already
One enemy remaining.
YouTubers that I feel like would do a better job that already do a better job at that than I think I could. You know, like TMV, that's kind of his shtick. And same with like Sliggy does that. I know Platoon does that, but not as much anymore because he's a coach now, which is sick. Good for him. But yeah, like I could. I just feel like I'm not gonna be as like good at it or whatever. And I kind of like my format. I think my format is like different enough from everybody else that does like Valorant content. I remember I was hanging out with some guy at like one of the fans that I met at Toronto when I was hanging out at Greta. Like some dude was like there to like meet Command, and he had watched my content too, but he called me like the stats guy, and I was like, fuck, I am the stats guy. I didn't intentionally become the stats guy, but that's what I am apparently.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Sorry, I'm also just checking to see if the okay, the audio's still.
Only looks composed. Their hearts tell a different story.
Do we have money? Yeah, we got money. You come Paris? Unlikely. I really want to. But I didn't get tickets. I could maybe get media pass if I do end up going, but it just with like my job and everything, it might be a bit more difficult than I would like it to.
It's you and me.
I would like to.
Reloading.
That was sick. Out of my way.
Rain is out. My ultimate's ready.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
One enemy remaining.
Down.
Garage.
Let's go, dude. This is where the triple duelist comp really comes into form. This is where this composition is like.
Before they die.
This is where it works, bro. Attack side Haven. Honestly, if there was one map for this to work on, it's Haven. It's Haven. It's how it is. It's just how it is. And now I'm lagging.
Let's play slow.
But yeah. If I go to Paris, I will let you guys know. I currently don't have tickets, but that's fine.
Embarrass them.
Right here.
One event that I do want to go to, and it's easier for me to make the trip out,
Spike down.
is Red Bull Home Ground. It's in New York this year, which they would be sick. And I'm not really super hyped on going to America right now. Okay. One flank.
Wait, was there one else?
I'm not super hyped on going to America right now for obvious reasons, but I have always wanted to go to New York, and I think it'd be really cool. So I want to see.
One enemy remaining.
I want to see what I can do there, but we'll see. Plus, my girlfriend wants to go to
My
New
ultimate
York.
is ready.
CT. Nice. Wait, Phoenix, is that your Vandal?
Take a minute. Focus on your breathing.
Let's play slow.
Helps with your aim.
Need healing. No.
Has anyone here been to a like VCT event live? So far, I've just been to one, and then Red Bull Home Ground qualifier.
Anyone need something?
I ain't taking a goddamn spike. I'm Jet.
Reloading. Reloading.
Wait, like, can you go in?
My
Oh,
ult's
never mind.
ready.
Watch out.
No peeking.
Still in sight.
Here.
One's flanking.
Cutting their vision.
Drop in a smoke.
Oh my god! Jesus, he was there.
Plant the spike.
I didn't expect him to be. I was like, wait, why is there a gun there?
Going up.
Plan on Paris line in UK.
One garage window.
Right here.
Hell yeah. Live, nice. Yeah, no, Paris. Yeah, Paris would be really sick. I was briefly in Paris last year, but only for like 2 hours because I was taking a train to a different city in France. Paris is cool, but I also like France is a sick country, but I feel like it's better in the countryside and like the cities surrounding Paris. Well, not surrounding Paris, but outside of Paris, like Saint Tropez would be sick to go to.
Can we walk up A?
I've been to Normandy.
Like, quiet, walk
That's where the
up.
motherfuckers landed on D-Day. That was awesome.
Wait, you wanna buy me?
And
Never mind.
and I went to Strasbourg last year,
Wait,
and it was so cool, and I loved it. It was sick.
Let's
And it was
fly.
like it's kind of near Germany, so it's like kind of half German vibe. So it was cute. I don't know why I'm doing this while I'm playing too, but.
Dropping smokes.
There's no one A.
Careful now.
2 on B.
Spike planted. Here, catch. I've got your trail.
Damn it.
All CT.
Portals and a 12 the most right content ever right. I know, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Like I never left.
Back
Last player standing.
Oh, that didn't work out for him. Just do an event in London, like lol. Yeah, no, they should do London. They really should. I would go to. Imagine, okay, Champs LA.
Set button. So
What? Champs LA in the current climate, bro.
could have a
Bro,
drop.
like,
Could have a drop.
no one that isn't American is getting visas for that one. Literally no one. How did this game turn out not terrible? That's what I'm gonna do.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Spike down B.
No way I got a kill. No way I got a kill out of that. That's insane. Can someone clip that? That was the dumbest. Oh my god. James London, Fnatic home grant. They wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, no, I would go. Yeah, I would go to Champs London for sure.
I have the spike.
Or to like Masters London or whatever. If they end up doing it, I think they're gonna do more events in Europe. So we'll see. I would like more events in Europe. It's been since Madrid, so. Well, I want more North American ones, to be honest. I want another like Canadian one. I don't want any in America for a minute. There's too many question marks with that right now. But another one in Canada, fucking like Montreal, Vancouver. That'd be sick. I love Toronto, man. I loved Toronto. Toronto as a city's cool, but not the reason why I had a lot of fun on that trip. But still a good time. Still can't believe I got a kill.
Going up. Prepare for hellfire.
Oh, that was a waste. I'll just let them kill and play backside.
Last player standing.
There's nothing I could do. I had to either make a move or save. This is such a bad comp. For post plants, is not the worst.
We move in. Got it?
Shot that stupid ass slow at me. How's the audio? Is it still like if I just
Show yourself, you can. Right here.
I up the audio for the game a little bit, but
It's you and me.
Got spike. Spike drop.
Be right back. Spotted B.
Flanking from in. Flanking from in.
I got the spike.
oh my god, thank God.
Spike down mid.
Ah!
I have the spike.
What's happening?
Cutting their vision.
Wait, can you go A? Can you go A? Can you go A?
What is this round? I'm just paranoid.
There. Spike planted.
Both CT.
Last player standing.
Oh.
What team you support in VCT? I like G2. It's probably like the one I'm not like a huge like fan of any specific team really. I think since of like the kind of content I do,
Match point.
I try my best to like not like just be a fanboy or whatever. But I like G2 because I like the story. I kind of just like cheer for like whatever teams have the best stories at each tournament. So I think G2, if they end up winning the tournament this year, would be a great story. Heretics, still want them to win. even though they just won EWC. I think it'd be cool if they won a VCT tournament. Sentinels I like. Apeks I like. Don't really have a team out of China. Fucking nerdy bitch.
One
reload too
enemy
much.
remaining.
What else do I really like? And Apeks. I used to like DRX, but I don't really like their coaching staff anymore, so just overrated. Hot take. They are not overrated. I think they're fairly rated because they're a really good team and have performed really well. But like that's not even like why like I don't like them because they're good. I just like them because like they were the guard and they've been around for a while. So it's not about how I don't cheer for teams based off of how good or bad they are. I don't generally cheer for bad teams because it annoys me, but like all my main sport is hockey, and all the hockey teams I cheer for end up kind of being shit.
We're not going in.
So
back up. I don't even know what he's doing.
too many lasers. I'm not a laser of them. They're just a good team. It's just the objective truth.
Can you walk? Can you like? I don't know, right?
Dog, we're in spawn. They're not gonna hear us.
Nice.
What's this? I've got your trail.
Take me.
I would have had him. I would have had him. Wasn't that all?
Spike planted. My ult is ready. You will not kill my ally.
Honestly, like the fact that we even made this close is shocking. With the worst comp I've ever seen.
One enemy remaining.
Right here. Protect your bear.
But we still brought it to OT, baby. Let's go.
Switching sides.
Comeback of the century.
Overtime.
Yeah. If I'm talking about too many lasers, okay, who are you a fan of? If it's Sentinels, then y'all got the most lasers. I don't even think G2 has like the most lasers. I feel like a lot of people hate them for some reason. Well, I know why. It's because they play slow. It's because their play style, but I think that's fine. But yeah, I like Apeks because they're probably like the funnest to watch, and I've watched them for a while. I was really glad that they won. Out of EMEA, I like Fnatic, but I'm not like a huge fan of them. Fnatic, fair. I mean, y'all are chokers now. Oh my god, I was looking at chat too.
Blocking sight. Slowing them down.
One enemy remaining.
Ceylon,
Spike down mid. Mid.
best team. Quite literally not. Based off of the last 2 grand finals. Yeah, not sure if they're the best team, bro.
Match point.
I'm just waiting. They are very good, and they might win champs.
Enough for me.
I just think that like with them, it seems like Leo like broke their choking curse, and now that he's gone, like their choking curse is back. Minor chance Paris. Easy win.
There.
Not sure about that, boss man, but you do you. Believe whatever you so choose. Just a humble crew fan. Shout out that guy. Shout out crew fans, bro. They've been through hell, bro. Been through one of the most inconsistent teams in the goddamn universe. Nice. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. What's Phoenix doing?
That's 3. My ult
One
is ready.
enemy remaining.
Spike
So glad Crouchies has had this career comeback. Same, bro. He deserves it, man. He really deserves it. Very happy for him.
I'm holding bro.
Attackers
GG's.
win.
GG. How the hell did we win that with that composition? I mean, that's just bronze if you've ever seen it. Oh man, 36. Well, that's why we won, because this guy was just carrying on Clove. One away from rank up. There we go. Being a crew fan that tasted the 2021 run is hell. You just hope the team can make it in every year. Yeah, man. I was there for that 2021 run. I was cheering for them against Gambit. That's the team. I don't know why it took me so long. Anyways, I would play another one on stream, but I'm hungry as hell. I did not eat dinner, so I'm gonna go do that. But thank you guys for sticking around. This went better than I expected. Not that I didn't expect it to go well, but I got a good amount of viewers, and I'm happy about that. And people stuck around for my awful gameplay, which is genuinely shocking. But yeah, I'm gonna be streaming more. I will be co-streaming America's Stage 1, so look out for that. So if you want people to watch party with, come in this chat, hang out. That'll be sick. I don't think crew are making the champs. You're not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know. They always seem to do it, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And yeah, have a good one. And yeah, so next stream, either sometime this week before Stage 2, either in the next 3 days, or we're just going to do one Friday, I think, when Stage 2 starts. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Are you going to upload the VODs? I mean, the VODs are just on, like the VODs are just on the channel. That's how YouTube works for streaming. So I like to compare reaction to play. Oh, like the VODs of the watch parties. Maybe. We'll see. I'll probably do like a reaction video or something. Anyways, yeah. I gotta go because I am so hungry. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I do really appreciate it. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you guys spending your night chilling with me. So yeah. Hope to see you soon. You will. I promise you that. All right. See you guys.